glider back piece combos. Oh my god. Before this becomes a habit, I just want to address this. Why? Why come out with a glider with 2 dye channels and give none of that to the back piece? I'm not understanding this train of logic here. Now I know it's cool to have a backpack that transitions into a glider, but one of two things needs to happen here. Either the glider cannot be altered, or the back piece needs to be alterable as far as the dyes. We need dye channels on back pieces. And I'm not saying put dye channels on every single back piece in the game. That's not necessary. We've been getting along forever without that quality of life. Not that I don't want that, but let's take baby steps here and at least address the thing that we're directly spending money on. Why? And the other thing is I want all the gliders to be editable as far as colors. Now there are certain things like the angel wings and the dark wings and the rainbow wings and stuff like that. Stuff like that shouldn't be altered because it's got flavor and appeal to it on its own. But my main point is that the back pieces that come with these glider combos, if the glider can be changed with its colors, then the back piece needs to be changeable. I was beside myself the first time this happened, and I bought and I wasn't even thinking because it was such a cool glider. I had purchased what do you call it here? The Shining Blade glider. I thought this was cool as hell, and I still do. I use it on my main character all the time. I never switch off of this glider. But the disappointing part was that the back piece was not. It didn't coincide with the color scheme that I had put on my glider. So the whole thing here is that your glider transitions into your back piece transitions into the glider when you take off. So it looks like everything's moving in one piece. You don't have this weird immersion break where you like have this baby dinosaur on your back and then it just turns into a pair of wings or something if you're using a more basic glider like the eagle wings or anything like that. But without the ability to change the color of back pieces that come with gliders, with the intention of those gliders and those back pieces, being worn simultaneously, it's very immersion breaking, and it's just a huge peeve of mine. And I know through searching the forums and Reddit and all this other stuff in the community that everybody is pretty much on board with back pieces being dyeable. And again, I'm just talking about baby steps here. Just at least do the ones that allow you to have a back piece that coincides with it. Now, this has happened twice already. The Vine Touched glider is one of the coolest gliders that they've ever come out with, but it too shares this inconsistency with the back piece that it comes with. We didn't have this problem with the bat wings. We didn't have this problem with the night wings and the light wings. But why start now? And the crystal wings, we didn't have this issue because they were thematic and it made sense. If you wanted this glider, this back piece, everything made sense. You didn't need to dye it. It just, everything made sense and it was satisfactory. But we're talking about, this is the second time this has happened. If this happens a third time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I was reluctant to buy this thing as cool as it is. I mean, really, this is going to affect my ability to, be incentivized to buy these things if they keep doing this. Now, I'm the type of person that doesn't wear a whole lot of back pieces. There are very few back pieces that I actually like in this game, but it's the principle of the thing. I would wear this back piece. I would wear, just like on my Revenant when I was doing the whole, when I was doing my whole glint swag thing, I was running these wings using the Revenant's ability to blow people back, and it was just fun. It was a fun, immersive time, and everything made sense, and it just looked nice. But as far as the Destroyer wings are concerned, see, I can forgive the Shining Blade Glider, because at the end of the day, the Shining Blade Glider backpack, that thing is cumbersome as hell, and it really obscures your character, and I can't see my character anyway, so I don't want that thing on my back all the time. I ended up turning it off more than I did and just replacing it with a different back piece. But this is but the Vine Touch Destroyer Glider it's really cool, and it's really nice to have that as a back piece. It's just a shame that the dyeing of the glider doesn't coincide with the color of the back piece. It's that ugly fluorescent green. I understand that there's a flavor to it. It's supposed to be a Vine Touch Destroyer Glider, and maybe they'll come up with a regular Destroyer Glider, but I don't think that's the answer, to have people constantly buying things, especially when they don't know if their Vine Touch Glider that came out is going to last forever and they want it now, and then later on there's a regular Destroyer Glider and you just feel jaded in the whole process because it's like, fuck, that's a slap in the face. I don't think that's the answer. I think what would make everyone happy here and will be easiest on the development team, and this is just my opinion because I don't know exactly how the coding for the game works, but I think this is the best solution. Okay, here it goes. When you dye your glider, if it has a back piece that goes with it, just bundle them together in the code. Have the dye that you put on the glider be represented on the back piece. That way you don't have to add dye channels to back pieces and mess with the UI and all that good stuff. Because when you go to the dye page, there's these colors. There's all these colors here, and of course they could just add something here into the UI. Because personally, I would love to be able, and here's the other side of the conversation. If we could dye our back piece, because it's a piece of armor, it breaks, it should be dyeable. I mean, come on, I have to repair it at the end of the day. I mean, give it a dye channel. They should have dye channels. But that's not. But look, it could just be added to the HUD right here in the corner, just right there where it could be, or it could be below the glider. You know, just keep it neat and simple. I just think this is a mess. Like, I was really reluctant to buy the Vine Tooth glider. I was super reluctant to buy it. I waited till the very last second to get this thing. I chose this over a burrito. Goddammit. And I like it, but I would love it if I could dye the back piece. Shit! Bump it up another 100 gems. I don't care. I just feel like this is an inconsistency that's unacceptable. I mean, but do your thing, ArenaNet. I love Guild Wars 2. Peace out, y'all.